Hey, it's another great day. It's good to be with you. I got to ask you a question. Have you ever been desperate? I mean, like, like really desperate. Like you were on the edge. You didn't know what to do. Maybe there was an accident. Maybe there was a financial crisis. Maybe there was a relational issue that drove you to the point of right, screaming out for help. I remember my son, he was probably 2, maybe 3 years old, and we were at the house, and he had a little virus the day before, and we were cleaning out our hamster cage, right? And we put the hamster in the bucket, and he's running in circles. It was awesome. He's one of those teddy bear hamsters, so he's all fluffy, furry, right? And Luke and I are looking in the bucket at the little hamster running around, and my wife was cleaning out the cage, and we're laughing, and all of a sudden I said something, and he didn't respond, and he was standing right next to me, and I said, "Luke," and I looked at him, and there was nothing. He was standing, and I put my hand on him and said, "Luke," and I realized his arms were rigid, and I was like, and I grabbed him and picked him up, and he was as stiff as a board. And he didn't have like anything in his eyes. They were glazed over, and I put my ear to his mouth, and I couldn't hear, right? I couldn't hear him breathing. And I picked him up and ran outside. My wife had the hose, and she was cleaning out the hamster cage, and I'm screaming, "Yeah, call 911, call 911. And I put him on the ground, right? And I pinched his nose, and I started doing mouth to mouth, and finally he started to breathe. But talk about desperation, thinking that your only son was on the verge of dying. What drives us to the point of desperation? Is it for a family member? Is it for a loved one, a friend? Is it a mom or dad? Is it a son or a daughter, a wife or a husband that would drive us to desperation? Desperation, Jesus knew all about desperation. He knew he was going to die on the cross. He knew what was coming. And that night, as he waited for the guards to come and arrest him, he was sweating drops of blood. He was so stressed. But here's what he said: "Father, not my will, but your will." As we go through those times, may we turn to God. May we seek his guidance and his vision and his presence in the midst of desperation. Because when we do, he answers. May God continue to pour out his grace, mercy, and blessings on each and every one of us. Until we get to meet again. Amen. Amen.